Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a minute since I filmed a tutorial, so let's just get into this one. So to start off, I already did my brows. I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This one's in a shade medium beige as my base for the eyeshadow look that we're going to create today. I didn't really plan this look. I just got really inspired, and it's been a minute since I filmed and did any makeup look, so yeah. So the palette we're going to be using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. However, I didn't have any warm transition shades to start off with, so I used Orange Soda mixed with Sienna from the Soft Glam palette as a transition shade. And the brush that I'm using is the BH Cosmetics 101 brush. So the first shade that I use from that palette is called Monte Carlo, and it's like a soft peachy pink look, and I did switch to a different brush. Next shade that I'll be using is called, I think this one's called Bahamas. And it's the brightest pink shade from that palette, which I love. You have to be careful though. I did use this palette once, and the pink does kind of leave your eyelids stained. So that's something I'm working on. I'm not sure if you probably need like a really light concealer base or something like that and it won't come off, but it does kind of stain your eyelids a little bit. And then of course I'm going to cut the crease. I'm using that same concealer, and it's kind of like a half cut crease going for the next shade that we're going to use. The next shade from the palette is the bright purple shade. I think that one's called Cons or Canes or something like that. But it's the purple shade from the palette, and I'm only going to place that on the outer lid, on the other part of my eyes. So I thought the pink shade kind of disappeared when I tried to cut the crease, so I use a small pencil brush and use the shade Bahamas and kind of just pack it on there, and then I kind of blend it a little bit so it doesn't look a little bit harsh. And then I use my NYX glitter eyeliner just to kind of make this look not look too little basic. Again, I was just doing something really random and hoping that this look came out really great, and decided to film it for you guys. Then I'm taking the shade Mediterranean. It's like this nice sparkly pinkish bluish shade, and I'm just going to use that for the inner corner of my eyes. And then I decided to do a wing liner. The liner that I'm using for that wing is my Tarte Cosmetics Clay Pot Gel Liner, and it's my all-time favorite eyeliner. The brush that I'm using is a MAC Cosmetics angled brush. Then of course we're gonna put lashes on off camera. I did use my Essence mascara to prep my lashes for the eyelash that we're gonna use, and the lash that I use is called, I think it's called Faux Minx. I did purchase these lashes at a hair expo, so you guys could use any dramatic eyelashes that you guys have. To prime the skin, I'll be using the Becca Cosmetics First Light Primer. I think that's what it's called. It's the one in the purple bottle. And then I also use Too Faced Hydrating Primer or something like that. Forgive me guys, I haven't filmed in so long. And then for foundation, I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. For concealer, I'm using Fenty Beauty concealer. I believe this one's in the shade 330, and I only concealed underneath my eyes just a little bit, just to highlight it. It's not that bright of a highlighter, but just to kind of cover up certain spots, and that's really about it. And then I did set that concealer with my Huda Beauty setting powder. The setting powder I use is in the, oh, this one's in Banana Bread. I love this powder. I was kind of rushing to complete this look because I did had an event to go to, and I was also distracted. Underneath the eyes, I use Bahamas and Cons with the same small pencil brush. For bronzer, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. I'm always using this bronzer. I'm in the shade Mahogany. If I'm not using this bronzer, then I'm using my NYX matte bronzer. I've been meaning to look for another bronzer, but those two bronzers are my only favorite that I always use. For blush, I'm taking my Milani Cosmetics Baked Blush. I forgot the shade, but I would probably list it down below in the description box. For highlighter, I did use my Dose of Colors Desi X Katie collab. And then for lipstick, I used ColourPop Cosmetics collab with Shayla, and this one's in the shade Brick. And I hope you guys enjoy this quick mini tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, show some love, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial.